teacher Vicky here. So I made this weekend a breakfast casserole as part of our pantry challenge food prep day on Saturday. This is a recipe that I got from my mom, so I have absolutely no idea where it came from. But I did amend it a little bit to fit the ingredients that I had on hand, namely the addition of frozen hash brown patties. So let me show you how I made it.
All right, starting off by cutting some parchment paper to the size of this pan. I actually do not recommend that you do this with this recipe, but the pan that I have was utilized improperly with metal utensils and it has a lot of rust in it, and I don't want to eat that. So, this is what I'm doing. If you have good pans, then obviously you don't have to do that. So I'm just layering the frozen hash brown patties in the bottom of the pan. Oh, my son came in. He was sad. Um, so he needed a hug. But then I'm going to go ahead and brown up some breakfast sausage. This is just a big old 1 pound log of the breakfast sausage. And you don't have to brown this probably to completely, cooked through. I did because I am afraid of serving raw food to people on accident. But you certainly could just brown it until it's a little pink, and that would probably be fine. I also would recommend using a bigger saute pan than this, but since I was doing a whole lot of cooking on this day, I used all of my pans. All right, so this is what I had to work with. We're making it work here. So after I get that breakfast sausage nice and browned up, the goal is to just sprinkle it very evenly, spread it out evenly over top of the hash brown mixture. So I went and grabbed my pan from the counter back there and started, with the utensils that I had clean, just putting that sausage over top of those hash browns. I didn't worry too much about grabbing the fat that was in there or anything like that. In fact, yeah, I just poured it all over because the hash browns need a little extra flavor, those frozen ones. So then I did another layer of hash browns, and I did label the last two remaining ones with the expiration date from the packaging, and I put those back in the freezer. Um, for the rest of the casserole, I think I added 10 eggs or so. I was totally out of clean bowls at this point, so I mixed up the eggs in this giant Tupperware. I'm confident that someone out there can relate to this, okay? I did, I think, have to wash a whisk real quick, so I did that. I seasoned these eggs lightly with some salt, and I believe I put paprika and pepper in this as well. That's how I like my eggs. The recipe also calls for a couple of teaspoons of ground mustard, so that went into the egg mixture as well. Then I'm finally working through my massive amounts of cheese that I had in my freezer at the beginning of this pantry challenge. And I grated up some cheddar for the top of this casserole. So I put the cheddar on first and then I'm going to pour the eggs on top. All in all, the only thing that didn't come from the pantry on this was that cup of milk that I just added in. I had to send my husband to the store specifically to get milk for this. So it went into the oven at this point and baked for 30 minutes, and then it was all done.